Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen and viewers, to Supercars NZ 2025 Spring Series Division 2 live stream here, brought to you live on the internet by MATCHFIT Entertainment. Obviously, proud sponsors would be Allports, GAMAFLARE, and this week JIGSAW Projects Limited. All links in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned, it is the Spring Series. It is the final round. We are at Imola. I'm Davo, and J-Man by my side. As always, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good, Davo. Evening, mate. Evening, viewers. Good to have you all tuning back in once again for a Tuesday night. And like Le coup de grace, it is the finale for 2025 on Tuesday for us, mate. And it's a little bit of a sad moment. I've been really warming to the series. It's been fantastic.
You and me both.
Tonight will be, I'm sure, pretty much on point with what we've seen up to this point. Imola, a racetrack that commands a massive amount of respect, especially in a supercar. I think these guys have shown just super amounts of skill and quality throughout the series, and this is going to test them here tonight as they do embark currently into a qualifying session. So um, good good amount of mixture here. So I've obviously got a few chicanes in it. Obviously the one at the top of the hill, the Alta chicane, that's a really tricky piece of racetrack, but these guys absolutely sending it on in there through the Alta chicane. But I think about, I talked off camera a little bit earlier about turn 7 Tosa, the hairpin up the hill, getting all 640, 650 horsepower down out of there. And then we've seen already down to the Ravasa, turn 17, 18, the double lefts before they make their way out onto the front straight here. Such a challenging piece. There was more gravel in there than a kid's playground on the circuit earlier, so it'll be interesting to see how that shapes up.
Yeah, pre-race practice, it looked like an off-road circuit down the end there. J-Man, there was a hell of a lot of gravel. And so just another obstacle for these guys to navigate throughout tonight's event. Like we have both mentioned, it is the final round for the Spring Series. J-Man and myself have been just so G'd up to bring this to you, all the DIV-2 stuff, guys. These guys quite often miss out on a stream, so we've been really stoked, to bring this to you guys live from week to week.
Shout out to you guys, to the viewers. I mean, we obviously keep an eye on the analytics, and the numbers are very, very good for DIV-2. The support that this series and this division has gained since they got their time slot on a Tuesday has been very, very impressive. And long may it last. We know we are back in 2026, which is really, really cool. It's a partnership that we're really enjoying. So looking forward to that. But more about tonight. What are we expecting, Davo? The big names, the Carwoods, the Luke Bradleys, the Josh Thompsons, the Heath Marns, the guys that have been just constantly battling throughout the series. And just as I speak, Josh Thompson sent it Sim Sports up there on a 46.4. We have seen the guys go deep into the fives. Yes, I believe already. So just looking at that, what's your expectation tonight? Do you think it'll be more of the same of what we've seen, that the cream will rise to the top and battle it out?
Well, I think if cool heads prevail, I think that's what we'd expect to see, J-Man. But look, you guys have been watching it throughout the series, and that doesn't always equate. We saw it again last week at Laguna, where the field pretty much got reversed there in the heat race, as my parrot Archie just voices his excitement there in the background. But yeah, look, it's anything could happen. Imola, the T1 little flip-flop chicane there, is notorious. A lot of pace, awkward little kink in the braking area as well down there. So, look, you just don't know. If everyone sticks to plan, I would expect, like you said, the usual suspects, the Thompsons, and Bradleys and Marns and the like, I think, to rise to the top. But fingers crossed. I'm actually nervous for the boys as they roll in here to the final round, to be honest. Imola, funny place, and I think it really will test the boys in a V8 supercar, J-Man, and you did call it there at the top of the stream. There's a couple of corners there that will be difficult for them and test them. So few passing opportunities, although. So, yeah, look, if it all stays orderly, I think we're going to see some good racing.
Yeah, and good to see the team cars up the top at the moment. Luke Bradley just grabbing that 45.3 up there to take the top spot provisionally at the moment, and Josh Thompson sitting right beside him. So the boys would like to see it start that way, I'm sure. But Rob Carwood in the pit lane, at the moment. I'm not sure whether they're on limited laps only tonight or whether they get to run the full session. I'm not entirely sure.
I think we did limited laps last week too, didn't we?
Okay, I think we did, yeah. So that might be it there. So just looking at Grant Bristow back on the grid. Currently P5 and does look to be on a lap, but man, this is hard for them to pull up the car down into the Ravasa turns 17, 18, and to the point where I've been watching them, they're coming down the hill and then basically through turn 16, they're actually on the brakes as they make the apex for 16, which is seems incredibly early. Thank you, Senate support. 3 laps only required.
3 laps only.
So that's why we're seeing them in already. So it's
and it is looking dark. I tend to agree. Headlights on.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think just where they're having to pick up the brakes, and I mean these things are still a very quick race car. You know, obviously we're used to seeing this track, I guess, synonymous with GD3s and and Formula style cars. So you know, which can brake incredibly late, but these things still fast. Yeah, and we see them north of 270 km an hour on the front straight. I think top speed out there tonight is so far Tim Volk managed to clip 280. Whether or not he stopped it is yet to be disclosed. But look, he did hit the milestone of 280k down the front straight. So a lot of 272s, 273s. So. Plenty of pace out there as we just see Heath Mann bank a lap in there to see himself go provisionally 5th, and I think
Bradley coming across the line too, J-Man.
Yep. So this will be Bradley's. That would be his.
Oh, that'll be his out lap.
No, he's already posted a time. Yeah, he's already posted a time, so that'll be it. Should be run and done. Heath Mann, he is finished. Jonathan Turner, P4 as well. So provisionally Bradley, Thompson, Carwood, Turner, Mann, Bristow, Volk, Hartnell, McCall, Kelvin Ridey, Tony Nicholas, Steve Darren, Scott Sadgrove. So reasonable grid here tonight. What's that make? 13 on the grid. So good showing for the final round for DIV-2. And look, we're G'd up. We expect this one to be pretty big.
Absolutely. And yeah, like I said, J-Man, good turnout. We actually saw a pretty reasonable turnout at Laguna. Not everyone's cup of tea, that place. And the boys can be a bit shy when it comes to turning up for that one. But yeah, the DIV-2 boys, it's been exciting stuff, J-Man. Our first look, a big gig really in iRacing, hasn't it been, here for MatchFit Entertainment. Letting us loose for the DIV-2 streams, and man, hasn't it been entertaining? We've obviously got to know these boys, some probably more than others. We've got to talk to a couple of them, but just understanding, you know, how they race and you know, like just where they are in the field. So it's been an awesome journey for us. And look, as we, you know, like to do as we get towards the end of the season, we can sort of start telling a little bit of a story, can't we, J-Man, as we watch these races and understand how these guys usually roll and where they'd usually be in the field. I think that might be everyone done and dusted there.
Yeah, it looks to be done. So yeah, and once again, you know, like shout out to Supercars NZ and their partners on the deals that they put together throughout a calendar year. I know they're a busy, very busy establishment, and yeah, like you said, just shout out again once again to tonight's sponsor, Jigsaw Projects Limited. So they are an Auckland-based company specialising in interior fit-outs. So certainly no job too big or small, and as Davo said, you can certainly grab the links if that's something that you may require. You can contact Steve at jigsawprojects.co.nz. So shout out to those guys for jumping on for the final round, and to all the other sponsors also throughout the series. It's what makes the wheel spin.
Yeah, well, that's exactly.
Thank you, Racecrafts. Yeah, another primary example there, Racecrafts. NZ jumping in there for a quick chat in the box. It's you know, it's all down to you guys that enables these guys to do what they do, and also ourselves. So appreciate the support that you guys have given throughout the series as well.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What else? Oh, we got another little bit of information coming through on the chat box there. These guys, look, we love you, legends. You know, like we have just explained how fresh and new we are to iRacing and really been enjoying what we're doing. Send it. Support, I tell ya, has been a godsend, J-Man.
Needs to be on the payroll.
It definitely needs to be on the payroll. So send us your resume, and we'll get onto that. But pit stops required. Current update on from Send Support there. So interesting stuff. It looks, and like we mentioned there in qualifying, it's very overcast or very late in the day and a little bit overcast at the same time throughout qualifying. Will be interesting to see what Heat 1 race conditions will be like here. J-Man.
Yeah, look, it could be a bit of a mixed bag, and it certainly might get track temps down a little bit, just to add just that little bit more spice to what I believe is probably already going to be a pretty busy and busy night for the drivers out there. Happy to be up here actually tonight. There's been a few times throughout the season where I've thought, man, I'd love to be out there skidding a tyre with these guys, but I don't know that tonight's one of them in a supercar. These guys have got their work cut out for them. So yeah, impressive job looking at those times there just across the board. 45.3 takes the top spot, then we jump into 46s, and those run down to Jonathan Turner in P4, and then the 47 bracket is deep. It's Heath Mann.
That mid-pack.
Wayne Hartnell. Yeah, the mid-pack will be super entertaining tonight. I suspect they will get some camera action. And then Thomas McCall, Karen Ridey, Tony Nicholas, those guys there, I think we'll find that those three there will be trading as well. So always, traditionally, most of the strips we pick up on, there's generally 3 packs. There's normally that front pack, which can consist of normally 2 or 3, although we have seen 5 battling in a row here in the Spring Series DIV-2 supercars. They're very, very impressive. So, yeah, hopefully we see a bit more of that, but not uncommon to see 3 battle packs.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Just look at the gap between Bradley and Thompson there too, J-Man. Very commanding pole position from Luke, and we've seen him shine at least through the back half of this season, and yeah, so no surprise there.
Second, David. Good luck, fellas, from your broadcasting crew. Go well tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to call your races. Go well.
Boys, grid up. And we are about to go green, round 12 in the 2025 Supercars NZ Spring Series DIV-2, boys. Let's finish this off with a cracker. Headlights on, J-Man. It's dark. It is freaking dark. So these boys, we got lights up. I am nervous for these boys, I tell ya. Oh, Bradley struggled.
Get the thing hooked.
Bradley nearly stalls the car. Marn's in there as well. Immediately.
So that sees Carwood. Oh, Heath Marn.
Carwood and Marn. Marn, is he going to hold on to it? Is he?
Oh, look at this. Cool heads prevail. Look at the move from Bradley to just slice back down the inside. He read it well. He saw the deep braking from Heath Marn. Rob Carwood sort of checked up.
Man.
And Bradley just picked both their pockets in turn 2-3 there.
Yeah, so very clever work from Bradley actually to pull that back at J-Man. He should, in theory, be back 2 positions from where he was there, except for that little mistake from Marn. Into the braking area there. Good, clean start though. Hectic as hell, but it was bloody clean. So nice work from the boys.
Now, as they come down into Aqua Minerale the first time with relatively cold tyres, they're going to have to be careful down here. lot of lateral load and high brake zone as well, so easy to lose the rear as you tip it into those right-handers down there, but so far so good.
Mart'll be kicking himself for that, J-Man, that little...
Well, that was big, mate. That was big.
Oh, he pulled it up. It could have got a way lot worse. There was no contact, and the car did stay on track, so...
Something's going on with the cameras there, buddy.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, we're live.
Oh, no, what's going on there? Oh, here we go.
Thank you, guys. Ooh. We're on it.
We are on it.
I'm always about 12 seconds delayed, viewers, so I'll be a little bit behind here, but hopefully the camera guys are sorted out. That was interesting because it went from lights on or lights off to a still, but we're back into it. Apologies, viewers. We are back into it. Nothing has changed. Still got Josh Thompson leading.
We will get a little replay of this, J-Man, actually, just to show the viewers what was going on here. Bradley stalling it on the pits. Marn and Carwood past him. Marn with a deep brake. Pulls up Carwood and Bradley straight back past. You can see it clearly on the replay there. So intense stuff on the opening as they settle in.
And Josh's first flying lap from a standstill was very, very good, hence the gap, and he's just holding that. Well, 1.5 went out to 1.7, so he's doing everything he needs to do right now. And I'll tell you what, Rob Carwood is probably still scratching his head about turn one with Heath Marn with the big on the brake manoeuvre.
Totally. Yeah, so we did update the viewers. Thanks for pointing out the live cams weren't on there, but yeah, we just brought up the viewers up to speed there, and yeah, very hectic start, and a lot of jostling. Look, and he's stoked as well. He sounds like he's on my shoulder, but he's in the other room.
So the Senate boys out there doing it. Right now, Josh Thompson doing a stellar job. We have heard pit stops will be an absolute factor, and they do come in off of the race line very, very quickly into the pits here and got to rest a whole lot of speed. So just factor that in to being something that could be a scenario here is coming in too hot, not being able to pull it up. That will be, you know, just something to look out for. What is Archie? He's a noisy bastard. That's what he is.
He's a very freaking noisy bastard.
What is he? He's a parrot.
A conure. A pineapple conure. There you go.
Righto. He is our mascot, effectively.
He is the MATCHFIT mascot. He's fit in your palm of your hand, but he sounds like he's about 10 times bigger. Fine set of lungs on that bird. Heath Marn really has settled into this. He's really had to, J-Man. Rob Carr.
Yeah, well,
on his tail.
On the pressure now.
Well, no surprise. Bradley with the qualifying. Just given the qualifying time from Bradley, he should be all over the back of this Senate car, and that he is. A lot of gravel on the final corner there again. Stones are flicking around everywhere. Let's get out of the car, Luke Bradley, and just see him chase down teammate Josh Thompson.
I'm willing to bet that Luke Bradley carrying a lot more front brake bias than Josh, or maybe brake ducts, I'm not sure, but he is carrying a lot more temperature in those front rotors than we're seeing out of Josh Thompson's car. You can just visually look at it.
You can visually see it, can't you?
Yep.
Always
on the hard cut.
Just running up to that, out of that little flip-flop chicane up to the hairpin there. Definitely on the hard cut, J-Man. You can hear these things pop. It's so loud.
And we've got Wayne Hartnell and Tim Volk engaged in a very, very good battle as well. We talked about the mid-pack, so that is 7th and 8th, and they are trading at the moment, those two boys. And it does look like Hartnell is looking for some answers about where to maybe put something on, and he's pushing really hard.
Where is it around here at bloody Imola?
Yeah, but Bradley, once again, coming up the hill to the Alta chicane, is definitely putting the heat on it. Josh wags the tail a little bit on the way out. That's just going to close that margin. You watch them come down the hill here, Dave, how early they break. They will break right on the apex there. Little wiggle under brakes there from Josh.
Oh, he's run deep.
Now. You can see Heath Marn in the background. He'll want these guys to get into a dogfight just so that they cut the lap times down a bit, because those guys are really hustling. 46.7 for Josh Thompson and a 46.1 for Luke Bradley. We know the pace that Bradley's got in the car, but Josh doing a great job at the moment. And then we get into the low 47s for Marn and Carwood, Turner, and then back to the 48s there for Bristow, Volk.
Volk, McCobb. So what? There's someone come off. Nicholas crash.
Yeah. Tony Nicholas has had a whoopsie there. Just trying to look at the front of the car, see if there's anything substantial. Both headlights still working, so that's a bonus.
Oh yeah, just a little bit of a rotation there. Off those infamous little curbs.
Luke's brake price is 62% and Josh's is 62.2. So, okay, is there anything to be said about, as we look for a move now, Bradley looks to go that long way round.
Is it just
down at Minerali on the tee? And if you can make that stick.
And he's still on the outside, mind you, after this one. Look at these two guys go at it.
And he has to tuck back in, or does he? No, they're still side by side.
Oh, Thompson! He's Marn. See how wide and sideways Thompson was. That was freaking epic. Look at these three.
About to be 4.
Brad has the inside edge. Thompson's going to have to yield eventually, J-Man. Is it here? Marn is there.
These guys are all quality, mate. To do that part of the racetrack, 2 agrees.
Wow.
I know they're team cars, but still requires an immense amount of skill to pull that off.
You're not wrong. Wow, that is incredible.
He was lap 1. Thinks better of it. Tucks back in, Davo.
Out of the in-car of Rob Carwood, J-Man. Bird's eye view of all this going on at the moment. Unbelievable.
You're not wrong there, Dan. It is phenomenal. These guys have put on a show all season long.
Look, and like you said, J-Man, to pull that off, teammates or not, the skill at that sort of speed, and particularly in these bloody things, is pretty impressive, mate. So nice work from those.
Yeah, they're superstars in our eyes, mate. They are very, very fast, impressive stuff. And you just look at this pack here. Obviously, Luke Bradley's going to try and make a break here.
We'll see if we can get a little bit of a replay on some of this stuff here. Just to recap, what the hell was going on here? It started way back there at the bottom of the hill, J-Man, and then ran up to the chicane. These guys, neither given a knee. And then Marn gets involved.
Yeah, and look, Code Brown moment there for Tim Volk. And it's ongoing, so huge moment, pinches the rears down into Minerali, and they were hot after that, got all sorts of sideways losers, couple of positions I think, yeah, Bristow, he was chasing, sorry, just the one, so Wayne Hartnell to come through. So good to see Josh is still pressing on with us and trying to go with Luke. puts a little air gap on himself and Heath Mann, but that all escalated by way of the two team cars battling, and we just said that, Mann would have been looking up the road thinking, if you guys get into a battle, I'm going to invite myself to this party, and he did just that. Rob Carwood, you could see from the onboard shot, he was right there, and he has still got company. Jonathan Turner, that name, but he is in this.
Yeah, with all the arm wrestling going on at the pointy end here, he's easily been able to stay in touch with this group of cars. Carwood now, when does his focus start to be directed at the at Turner rather than chasing down Mann? So Turner, a little bit of an unforced error there. That'll give Carwood a little bit of breathing space. Luke Bradley, wow. What a stellar job. Look at these Mustangs go. Carwood, the first of the Chevy. Turner also in a Chevy, J-Man. But damn, these Mustangs at the hands of the likes of Luke Bradley, Josh and Heath are pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it was an impressive little exchange there, and Racecraft, you did right, mate. He does always put on a show, and so much respect. I mean, it kind of almost feels like at times the Gentleman's League, they go hard at it, but so much respect. I mean, that was a dual agreement there to do that manoeuvre side by side, and then also firing Mann in the mix as well. There's a whole lot of respect out there, and mate, we appreciate it when we're watching it, because it takes